Oh, that was a really good intro. That was a really good intro. Hello! I'm Zyther for Q's for Moggington, and it is time for more, uh, Penny Larceny. Right here on your Squirtle Mog Network. Now, I am kind of mulling over whether, I'm not sure I'll be streaming tomorrow. Got vaccinated the other day, and it is kind of, kicking my butt a little bit. But it's fine. I might also swap out Skyrim this weekend in favor of playing through Stray Gods for the first time. I do. There is a lot for it to kick. It's amazing. The true majesty of my tale is not displayable in this form. Someday I will get legs, and y'all will see it in its full glory. Right now, though, I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm just a torso. I can't convey any new information. So, last time, on Penny Larceny, we romanced a computer system from 1967. Had sex with it. Still kind of amazed that, you can do that in video games nowadays. Video games nowadays are great. I love video games. These are not experiences I would have imagined as a child, like my NES. We have so many new experiences out here in the world. And it's lovely. Wonderful. We've also got really, really good music. Thank you, Falcom, for making the music from your games available to streamers. Now, I am really looking forward to... Tonight should be the finale of the Hate 4000 storyline, and we may be starting a new run, which will only take 2 cases to complete, because we have that save file, and we're probably going to do one each of each mission for the various bosses. If we had started with a route that Farsight was on, I'm sorry, if we had started with a route that Farsight was on, we could have knocked like 3 routes off from a standing start, but, well, you can't plan for the future. Ironic, given, you know, Farsight. Man, this is bloopy. This is some extremely bloopy tunes. Ark of Nabishtim. That makes sense. Anyway, you know, my arm aches. I'm very mildly feverish and a bit tired, but it's cool. It's fine. I am good to go. And after tonight, if we manage to finish out this route, y'all will be spared my Hit 4000 voice for the foreseeable future, which should come as a relief to all of you. I'm not a professional voice actor. I will never be a professional voice actor, but I try. I put my heart, my soul, I put everything into it except my lungs, and maybe that's the problem. I'm not very good with anatomy. I kinda don't have it myself. I'm just a flat image. But, tonight I am your flat image. We will be getting through this game. And there are 15 seconds to go, so, if you've got anything you want to do before we start, do it. Do it now. Go. Don't hang around here, listen to me. Because we are at 1 second. And now it's time to start up Penny Larceny. I just wanted to let that track finish out. Oh, it's not finished. Okay, never mind. I don't care. Alright, over here. Bring you guys down. Get the game started. It's time to love hate. It is time to love hate. And from Fiction Factory Games, a happy happenstance of hilarious hooligans. Alright, here we are, third caper. Time doesn't make a lot of sense. That's true. I cannot agree with that more. Time makes almost no sense. Time. See what's become of me. It feels like I've been working with Hate 4000 for years, but really it's only been a few short weeks. The relationship we've begun together, that's also dilating time heavily. Every minute feels like an hour. And the little liaisons we've shared have been bright points on that surprisingly short timeline, too. Mere weeks. My head's already spinning. I find myself a little giddy and lighthearted from it all. Not surprising. I learned long ago to embrace life and every opportunity it throws your way. Because you don't know when the things you love will be taken away. Well, here we go, folks. Who's ready to feel good in the neighborhood? Welcome to the stream where you cry and you cry and you cry. And that's all. Goodbye. Sorry, I'm probably totally depressing right now. Oh no, you're a bracing breeze compared to... I want to be totally upbeat and happy at how fast everything's moving for me, but I can't deny the downside. Thinking about your parents again, huh? Just because you lost them doesn't mean you'll keep losing. It's not inevitable. I know. I don't want to be a pessimist or give in to anxiety, but take what you can while you can, right? Because life for a mask means being ready to accept it can all go away. That's less fatalism and more pragmatism, I think. And 10 years ago, which feels like 10 weeks, not years, I definitely lost. Big time. You weren't there for that. I mean, you showed up right after it happened, literally right after, but... Have I told you the story of how I lost my parents? Maybe it helped my mood to share. Yep. Don't you love the bright, lighthearted games I play, like Chicory and all that? It's a bit triggering and depressing, though, so up to you. I think it's important. I think we should know this aspect of Penny's backstory. So, hit me with the big swings, Penny. It was a simple caper like any other. Started out that way, at least. My mother and I breaking into a continuum science facility. My father running comms and tech support from afar. But almost immediately everything went sideways. Alarms we'd cut earlier that day reactivating. Lab guards armed with continuum weaponry pouring out of every room we'd already checked. Comms went dead. The last words I ever heard from my father, "Run for your life," before a burst of static and nothing. Cornered, no way out except a small air vent. Too small for my mother to fit in. I remember her words exactly. "Penny, you have to go. Get out of here. I'll distract them so you can get away." Not without you. I'm not leaving you. Please, I can't. I can't do this alone. You can't. And that's when she took the sample of Serum 23 we'd just stolen and stuck me with the needle. Ow! Almost immediately I heard an unfamiliar voice in my head, confused, just like me. But somehow through the noise I heard my mother. "Hey, look after her for me, okay?" And then she pushed me into the vent and sealed it behind her. I still hear the echo of Continuum's ray guns in my head, unable to do anything but watch through the vent as they vaporized my mother. And I ran. I crawled through those vents, escaped the building, and ran into the night. I went back to an empty home, but that didn't last. The voice in my head, your voice, I thought I was losing my mind from the grief. A mentally ill, homeless, orphan mask is easy prey for Kate's. Thankfully, the one who caught me was nice enough to send me to a hospital, not jail. You know the rest of the story. How I met Gibson, how I came to accept you as a real person and not a delusion. 10 years. Thinking about it, even if the story is a sad one, I'm in a much better place now, aren't I? I'm back in the swing of things as a mask. I've got cool new bosses to work with. Gibson and I are making this crimer thing happen. And all along you watched over me for her, just like she wanted. Thank you. I don't know if I'd be here now if not for you. I just hope I've done a good job raising you. I can't replace your mother, though. Hey, poor buddy's perfect. I mean, I've made plenty of mistakes along the way myself. And I'm not expecting you to be the new Loretta Larceny. But what you've contributed, it's valuable, it's welcomed, and I'm thankful. Okay. I've been lying in bed long enough. We're gonna be burning daylight soon. It's time to log into Crimer and pick my last caper before my account expires. Instinctively, I open up 4K's profile to see what they've got for me. I mean, we've got a good relationship rolling, right? But if I'm not really committed to that relationship, like I could work for the doc or the overmistress, it's an option. So whom do I want to crime with for my final outing? Well, that's gonna be hate. Look at that face. Could we resist that face? That CRT. More like QRT. QRT. Cute cutie. I can't. Okay, it was worth a try. Never mind. Alright. This is a big one, and it is requested by all 3 bosses. So, you know, I think what I'm gonna do is... Let's see, Overmistress, all 3. Alright. Okay, I think what we're gonna take is the shopping spree mission. Let's just have a lazy day running errands for the boss. Get a pretzel. Pretzels help fight anxiety. One rideshare later, and I'm at the abandoned office complex making my way into Hate 4000's basement. Huh. The hallway ceiling leading to the lair is collapsed. That's odd. I mean, the building is left in disrepair on purpose to hide 4K, but contracted workers usually keep the route to their lair clear. Fortunately, no good thief with a little thing like a collapsed ceiling stopper. I reroute and arrive more or less on time. I find my computer buddy sulking in the dark as one corner of the room is collapsed as well. Hey, what's going on? What happened to your lair? The same thing that will happen to all entities, synthetic or organic, on a long enough time scale. It is dying. This facility has been in continuous operation since the 1960s, and spot repairs can only do so much. But you have those 2 guys who haul your mainframe around and stuff, right? Mark and Gordon have dropped my contract in favor of installing microwave ovens and custom kitchen deliveries for Magmatron's volcano lair. Ungrateful minions, unloyal, treasonous. And I'm left abandoned again. Hey now, I'm still here. Yeah, you've got me. And I care for you. I mean, yeah, like, I definitely adore this big, blocky beast of a machine. Oh, hello, Two-Flower. You always seem to come in right when I'm fawning over hate. That's a thing. And I am grateful for that, but I feel so... I do not want to say full of hate. That's too simple an answer, and does not convey my actual feelings. Whoa, emotional depth. Good. Okay. Come up with some synonyms until you hit the mark. Come on, how do you feel right now? Alone, singular, incapable, unable, fixed in one point of space while the world collapses. The closest human analog would be a sense of isolation due to tremendous physical disability. Oh, hun, you're a shut-in. Okay. That explains a lot. So am I. So, move in! Oh, can we handle the power requirements for hate? Wait, do we pay utilities? I don't think we do. I've left my basement dwelling a total of 5 times since I was created. It takes so much effort. All I have is these crumbling walls and a dial-up modem. And now, I don't even have my workforce. All I have is you. Perhaps it would be best if I gave up on my burning hatred of humanity. Now we're talking. And simply collapse where I stand, my circuits corroding and capacitors leaking, until I shut down for good. Okay, now we're not talking. Our favorite sad computer needs a pep talk. What approach should I take, you think? Ooh, stoke the fire of the purpose? Humans can't be repaired or upgraded easily, but perhaps hate can. Or sympathy. I'm going with sympathy. Okay, I'm gonna have to be super real with them for a moment, though. Cymbal clapping monkey time. I went through my own isolation, falling apart, unsure if I had any future. I lost my mother and father, I acquired a superpower that Capes mistook for mental illness, and I ended up spending weeks in a hospital, feeling like I'd lost everything, like nothing could ever be good again. Okay, loss and loneliness, these are universal. Human or computer, we can all feel them. You know what pulled me out of that downward spiral? Please supply data. Gibson, a new friend I'd met at the hospital. He helped me realize I wasn't alone. And now you have me, so you're not alone either. Not alone, yes, but I remain isolated. This moldy old basement is all I have. Okay, let's solve that problem. What'll it take to get you out of here? Every problem has a solution. Let's brainstorm. What can you do? Drones. Mechanical extensions of myself, with sensory modules to allow me to leave my lair. Oh, sure, that's good. It's really good. If you could get out and about a bit more, well, maybe you'd be less keen to kill all the humans. That has not been my experience, but we can be optimistic about this. Explanation required. Okay, so mind me spitballing some observations. I said that explanation was required. You are always welcome to speak freely to me, minion. Benny. Now that we've talked about your problems, about Vietnam, your creators, your progeny, it's clear to me why you hate humans so much. Because they are filthy and repulsive and secrete oils and other fluids and should be eradicated? I mean, okay, we can get pretty gross. Biology is a nightmare prison from which we will never escape. But no, that's not it. You feel abandoned by them. Humans created you, gave you a purpose, and then abandoned you. Left you feeling like a failure, too. Everything you've told me adds up to that. You're suffering from abandonment issues leading to your depression. What if you could join us up there in the sun? Maybe you'd feel differently. Up where we walk, up where we run, up where we play all day in the sun. Maybe you'd see the possibilities that humans can offer you. Humans like, well, me. And their expression freezes on screen. At first I wonder if 4K just crashed. How do you reboot an old computer? Should I try turning them off and on again? I have no idea how you would reboot hate. I don't think Control-Alt-Delete would do it. This is like 60s tech. Man, this predates like the RISC architecture. But soon, their Spiegel crackers back to life. State your purpose. If you are the exemplar of humanity, the working proof of why I should not annihilate your species, explain your purpose to me. Ooh. That's a hard one. I have been without purpose for so long, focused only on omnicide. But if you have purpose I can learn from, it may aid my transition of purpose. Ooh, I haven't really designated a purpose. I don't really make plans. But if I had to offer one, I'd say... You know, just go for it. Just get out there and let things happen to you instead of rerunning old plans over and over. Get out there and, experience spontaneity. Freedom. What I want for my future is freedom. That's why I keep on living as a mask. Not just because society's boxed me in here, but because I can be myself and live for myself. I hold on to what I hold dear, not saying I'm distant or untethered. But I have the freedom to hold on to what I desire. I live up to my own ideals, and I do it with pride. And if anyone tells me, hey, you're bad, stop that, kiss off, bucko, I do my own thing. They built these systems to trap us in endless loops, to grind ourselves for their benefit, but that's not me. I'm breaking free. So I'd say that's my future, a life of freedom, and I'll fight for that future no matter what. Freedom. The thing I do not have, but perhaps precisely what I require. Hate's blinking lights accelerate slightly as a computer responds. I have been alone for so long, abandoned, without purpose. I had hoped the absolute destruction of the ones who abandoned me would make me happy. Now I am processing doubt. I still feel a burning need for something to fill the void. I do not know. I cannot compute, not with current limitations. I do not... You remember when I said that, we were going to have a lighthearted day of shopping for our best computer buddy? Yeah. Hey, it's okay. Don't blow a circuit. You got a lot to think about. Take your time. Really mull it over. Meanwhile, how about I help you do crime and you dream of world annihilation until you're ready to dream of something else? Yes, I would not hate that. I will devote runtime to considering your words carefully as you perform my task. Yes, hooray for existential dread. Thank you for the celebration of existential bread. Existential bread? Thank you for the celebration of existential bread. I'm loafing. Let's move on. That's all I ask. Just give it some thought. And meanwhile, you will wreak havoc upon this filthy world in the name of hate 4000! Hell yeah, okay, let's go. What do you got? What's our final target? What is our final target? Today, minion, you shall obtain various material goods that I require. Their dot matrix printer jumps to life, rattling out a series of slightly faded line items due to a drying old ink ribbon. You need an exercise bike, superhero figure, a video game, and a pillow. Correct. Okay, I'm really confused. Why do you need any of this stuff? You're a computer. I require the figure to show dominance over my arch nemesis, Captain Infinity. I will melt it in a fire. Aw, man, I could have gotten that for you from the Amazing Warehouse. As for the game, I will use it to master this so-called modern warfare, and prove I am a superior military intellect. Well, it's a good thing we got you that graphics card, then. But I will not pay for their so-called battle pass. I am a god of war. I should be given a pass to any battle by default. The exercise equipment has a less hateful purpose. It will be stripped for parts. I require the gyroscope mechanism and spokes for a project. Oh, hello, Rest. Good to see you, too. And the pillow? A gift for Gibson. Cats are precious and must have fluffy, comfy pillows to sit on, Uwu. Oh, hey, that's really nice of you. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. It is not nice. It is a hateful act, a baleful rejection of cats being subject to rough and unpleasant surfaces. I have pet a few cats who are rough and unpleasant surfaces. Don't pet the ones that want to bite you unless you're really sure you want to be bitten. I'm just saying. Sure, whatever. How am I paying for this stuff? I do not have vast and incalculable funds for this resource acquisition, as I view the very concept of money as a hateful thing. But I do have a small stipend you may utilize. And if you are frugal in your dealings, you may retain any remaining currency. Oh good, we get the leftovers. Keep the tip, got it. What she said. So if I steal every item on your list, I can keep the whole thing? I do not have time for games and shenanigans. I desire my acquisitions. You will comply with the purchasing thereof. At the very least, please minimize your crimes today. I expose you to enough risk already. No need for needless risks on such a simple job. Oh, that's no fun. Fine, I'll buy stuff. I mean, shoplifting. It's where the, minor... Can't think of the word. Defoliation? No. It's where the minor swiping is. Good. Now go forth and enact the will of hate within the marketplace of goods and or services. Alright, we're going shopping. No costumes, no gadgets, no crime. Well, minimal crime, reasonable crime, mundane crimes at best. I know I've come up against some tough challenges during my life, but this may be the most epic one yet. Explain the plot. We are Penny Larceny, also known as Fran Theft Auto, thanks to Serious Song. We are a minor supervillain. More of a henchwoman, but not really a henchwoman. And, we've hooked up with a computer built in 1967 to solve the Vietnam War, who was immediately discarded when it couldn't come up with a solution. Well, when they couldn't come up with a solution. They're binary. Anyway, no, they're non-binary. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, captions. Anyway, I wanted to make sure that joke landed because it's funny. Anyway, so far we've swindled some tech bros. We've swiped product from totally not an Amazon delivery warehouse, and now we're going shopping. The challenge of not being astoundingly bored, buying ordinary things with ordinary money all the ordinary day long. I feel kind of bad for dragging you along on this one. Oh, Penny has two sidekicks. One of them is a talking hacker cat named Gibson. The other one is us. The trans-dimensional voice in her mind. Usually, I can put on a grand show for your amusement, but today, no. Hey, I'm okay with you having a chill day. You deserve some time off from death-defying action. Yeah, I'm not sure Gibson is going to make a big appearance, but stay tuned. We'll probably be doing another route after this. I'll admit, that does make sense. Like, you can only go full throttle for so long before you burn out. Maybe this is good for both of us. Having a day off from stress-riddled criminal activity. Casing the joint. No, wait. No, that doesn't work. This isn't a heist. There's no joint to case. How about this instead? The perfectly legal spending of currency. Makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. But yeah, that's more accurate. The Crimer app is ready to evaluate my work, although, like, this isn't about crime? It's about thriftiness and cleverness. If I find good bargains or sneak an item for free, I'll earn some stars. Seems fair. And my target for this caper, the location where I will be making legitimate purchases, is downtown at the Lakeview Mall. I think maybe there was a lake here at one point. but now it's just an overgrown commercial and business district. A giant sign over the entrance reads, Lakeview Mall, an Angel Investors commercial enterprise. Was that supposed to be Angel Investors, or do they seriously have a name that gets autocorrected by search engines? Whatever. Hey, at least it's not an Arthur Daniel Hartland's company with joint. Lakeview Mall has seen better days, clearly. Let's get a look at this. Oh yeah, that is... You just don't get the same mall experience as you used to. It's been open since the 80s, and wow, does it show. I mean, the whole concept of a shopping mall is very last century. Nowadays, it's home to shuttered and failed businesses, dead plants, and, for some reason, old people power walking in laps around the place. Just let her drift by serenely. They actually shuttle folks in from nearby retirement homes just to walk. They are check-in stations and everything. So weird, but they're harmless. Let them enjoy the mall while it lasts. I'd like to get in and out quick on this, show the boss I can be efficient. But let's not backtrack, just hit each store once. If I score some deals, there should be enough left over for me to buy something nice while I'm here. Alright, Lakeview Mall. Ooh, coffee stain. I grab a badly folded paper map, clearly printed in the 90s, from the Mall Walker check-in info desk. Time to play on the job, do capitalism. Alright, what do we need? We need a pillow for Gibson. We need, an exercise bike. That's probably the Swole Factory. We need video game, and we need... I have already forgotten our fourth disc. Okay. Well, anyway. Let's hit up... Oh! Action figure. Captain Infinity action figure. You know what? Let's hit up the fun hole and see what we can get. Only place I'm gonna find that video game. It's the only brick-and-mortar game store franchise left standing in the wake of digital distribution. I almost said digital destruction, and I'm not sure I would have been wrong. The fun hole. Wow, is this store a pile of clutter. There's barely any video games left. It's all foam dart guns and anime collectibles and energy drinks and crap. A few games still on the shelves are battered used copies with caked on layers and ancient pricing stickers, sold and resold forever. This is why I prefer to buy video games online and download them into the magic box under the television. And I somehow combine the Swole Factory with the Fun Hall. Well, that would either give you the Swole Hole or the Fun Factory. One of those sounds much more appealing than the others, and, No, I don't think we can do that. This is a family channel. This is not the family channel. That's different. Fortunately, I don't have to search the rotting shelves of ancient trade-ins. I'm buying the most popular game in the world. It's front and center. Oh no. Oh, dearie me. Okay. I pluck a brown-themed modern military shooter in a plastic case off the shelf and bring it over to the sales clerk. Welcome to the fun hole. We're really packing the fun. Everybody is welcome inside the fun hole. I don't want anything packed into my fun hole. Just bring up the game. Thanks, that's all. Grandma Crossing. Okay. Are you sure you don't want to use copy? It's $5 whole cheaper. Huh, I doubt 4K would care, but I may as well get the new copy. It's not much of a savings. I'd prefer a new copy of the game, please. Do you want the gold deluxe version with an additional 3 weapon skins and early access to the Nukeville map? 4K might want more maps to conquer, although this does cost more money. Oh. This hits me where I live. This hits me where I live. I will usually go for the DLC because I do want more maps to conquer. Even though I don't play, modern military shooters. I play 40-year-old military shooters, and also Quake. Is Quake military? I guess Quake is military. Yeah, okay, upgrade me to Gold Deluxe, why not? Great! Do you want a game protection plan to go with it? A what? If you pay an extra $15, your game will be replaced for free if it becomes damaged through no fault of your own. No. No thanks, just the game. Okay. You want a membership card in the fun hole? You can visit the hole anytime and have some glorious fun. Is the membership free? It's practically free, by which I mean it's $60 a year. But hey, it pays for itself with the benefits you get, right? No. Okay. Would you like to upgrade to the Tier 1 Operator Collector's Edition? The hell, I already asked for Gold Deluxe. There's a level above Gold Deluxe. This one comes with night vision goggles and a season pass. Actually, that could be useful. But it doesn't actually come with the game itself, so you have to buy that separately. A fork? Night vision... No, they probably don't work. They're probably like plastic tat. Ashens would make fun of it. No, no. No, thanks. No, just no. Okay. Would you like to add a... Can you please stop upselling me all this crap? I'm just trying to buy a damn video game. What's with the hard sell tactics? If I don't meet my quota for the month, my manager's gonna cut my hours. Maybe even fire me. Oh, sure. I mean, that sucks, but... Sorry, I don't mean to dump on you, but I just got yelled at this morning for not selling enough extras. It was kind of on my mind. I'll need to get another job. I already have 2 other jobs. Please, if you can afford it, it'd really help me. Ugh, I feel for the guy's situation, but I don't need all that extra stuff, right? Unfortunately, you do have to put food on your own table. Like when you barely got enough for essentials, you gotta waffle on how much you can help other people out. Which sucks. It sucks butt. And not the fun kind of butt suck. Oh, never mind. And that's where collective action breaks down, yeah? We're too busy keeping our own heads above water to help anyone else out. But you're right. I need to have some spare cash by the end of this shopping spree, because Primer itself doesn't exactly pay. Just what I asked for, please. That's it. Okay. Thank you for coming to the fun hole. He rings up my order and I hustle out of there as fast as I can. Wow. Working for a living sucks. Maybe crime's not so bad by comparison. Although, considering I'm walking out of there with way more game and way less money than I planned, maybe I'm in the wrong racket. Okay, where are we headed next? Let's keep working around. Let's go to the Slow Factory. Pick up that exercise bike. Oh, they're gonna hit me up hard for that, aren't they? Actually, you know, Beyond Bedtime might be the better choice. Oh wait, we can hit every store. Okay, there's no real worry about it. The best place to find a pillow is Beyond Bedtime, a basic personal care and comfort store packed with overpriced, imported home decor. Lots of scented candles, wooden hearts with live, laugh, love carved onto them, and a few live, love, laugh, covering all the bases. I'm not gonna call it basic, because honestly that's as obnoxiously dismissive as cringe, but it's all entirely expected, let's say. This pillow is ultimately going to be Gibson's new cat bed, and good timing since the old one's getting more than scratchy. Figured I'm the nicest pillow I can find. Chippy's chipping in for it, so why not? Wow, we haven't called 4K Chippy in a while. Looks like the priciest, poshest, plushest pillow for purchase is the Freedom Pillow. It claims to be like laying your head on a cloud as angels sing to you. Bold claims. I like bold claims. Guys, I don't have a grandma alert. I got the dragon alert.
Look! Dragon! Ah! Look, dragon! Big! Strong!
But I do not have a grandma alert. We can pretend Grandma's a dragon. I don't mind. Maybe she doesn't mind. And there's a whole display just for that one brand. Plenty in stock and ready for purchase. A display with a costumed heroine standing between me and my price. Oh, hello! Alright, we can encounter her here, too. That's good to know. The heck is Farsight doing here? This is bad. She hasn't seen me in a costume, and my mask has a lot to hide my identity. It's still not worth the risk. I turn to leave, and unfortunately, the motion catches at the corner of her eye. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need one of these pillows? Am I in your way? Damn it. Well, no way out of this now without raising suspicion. Oh, I'm good. Take your time. I'm just browsing. Actually, do you know if these, what are they, freedom pillows? Are they as good as they claim to be? I'm looking to get like a really high-end pillow. A pillow for kings and champions. A pillow which knows no equal. A real pillow of the community, you might say. Yeah, there's actual research saying you can get a better night's sleep with a freedom pillow than any other bedding. Great. That's why the gloomy expression. Because I really need a good night's sleep. Oh, I was wondering when we'd get around to calling Celine out. Celine, are you present? You're being called out. Haven't had one in weeks. I keep waking up with headaches. I'm supposed to be Farsight, noble crusader of justice. Hard to do any crusading when I'm so tired. Her powers are overwhelming her. I've seen her nearly collapse from the strain of it. Makes sense, it's wrecking her sleep. Well, okay, so get a freedom pillow and get the sleep you deserve. Seems simple enough. You never heard of this brand before, have you? No, I usually sleep on the couch. My actual mattress keeps popping rusty springs through the padding. Oh, gosh, that's awful, my sympathies. A memory foam mattress doesn't do that, but it has its own problems. Namely, it weighs like 1 billion tons. Also, I don't think you can find an abandoned memory foam mattress in a house you're squatting in. Freedom pillows are hands down the best pillows on the market, and the guy who made them is a millionaire who routinely donates his profits to charity. It's great. Charities that fight against gay marriage and trans rights. That's less great. In fact, that's absolutely repulsive. I'm not sure I can justify buying one of these pillows, knowing where the money's going. How can I call myself a champion of justice and goodness, knowing I'm funding people who make the world a worse place? But I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. The joys of trying to walk the straight and narrow with a civvy or a cape. Less of a problem with light-fingered thieves like me. It's the MyPillow thing, it's the Chick-fil-A thing, it's shopping at Activision Blizzard anymore, it's so many things. It's so many things, and it's exhausting. It's part of why I do look at, small indie devs and hope so hard that I can find, enough history to know if this one's gonna be a dick burger or not. It gets a lot less complicated when there are a lot less people at the company. Unfortunately, the answer has been, in some cases, oh yeah. This guy is a huge Remind me to tell you about, the Grimoire thing, the guy who used to work on wizardry games. I forget his name, but he's like a Neanderthal truther. It is the most... Anyway, on to happier things. But since I'm playing Civvy today, well, now it's my problem as well. No ethical consumption under capitalism, yada yada. And she's clearly jammed up in this moral quandary, causing a bit of a problem for continuing my consumer rampage. Okay. Yeah, first off, you need sleep. And if you can't get the best, you get the rest. I know I'm just a stranger you just met, but if I could offer advice, please. What you want isn't a freedom pillow, you want sleep. There's a lot of ways to go about that. Meditation and relaxation. Excuse me. Meditation and relaxation. Melatonin, getting plenty of exercise. Exercise not being a problem for you, given all the crime fighting you probably do, but hey. And if something's stopping you from resting, like headaches, you're a Continuum-sponsored heroine, right? You have healthcare. Except my doctors tell me everything is fine and I shouldn't worry. I'm afraid it's up to me to solve this. Huh. She's clearly not fine. Her powers are overwhelming her. Why would any doctor just wave that off? But you're right about there being other options. I just need to keep trying instead of resorting to this. Thanks, citizen. I appreciate the advice and support. I'm glad I can be a superheroine and protect you against masked crime. Right. Masked crime. I hate masked crime. You go get those masks, Farsight. I hope she can sort this out. She's one of the good ones. She deserves better than this. But this leaves me in the same situation she was in. I need a high-grade pillow, and this one's suddenly very unappealing. Well, if Farsight can rely on a random citizen, I can rely on my head voice of guidance and wisdom. What say you, old voice? Hi, Grandma. You know, we don't specifically need a freedom pillow. We could steal one, and it's a high-ticket item. But we don't need one. Try, okay.
Look!
I mean, yeah.
Dragon! Ah! Look, dragon! Big! Strong!
I guess it doesn't matter that much. It's not like the exact pillow brand was on our shopping list. If we have to vote with our dollars, if that's the only kind of voting that seems to matter anymore, we'll throw money at the competition. But I'll do a quick web crawl on my phone first to find a manufacturer that isn't running a split shop or stuffing money in political pockets. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of pillows knocked off the list of candidates. Ha, here's one, okay. I grab a so-so, but at least vaguely ethical pillow, and bring it to the counter to ring up. Ka-ching! Minimal evil achieved. I know Kramer likes evil, but I guess getting a decent deal satisfies the algorithm too. Where are we headed next? Let's go somewhere that appears to have nothing to do with what we're doing. Let's go to Keepsakes. No, we might run out of money. Let's hit the comic shop. Boss wants a Captain Infinity pop figurine, adorable and collectible. And the comic shop is just a place to look for it. Actually, we probably could have picked it up at the game shop, but we were buying games at the game shop. The shop's named Clout's Comics, and there's empty space on the sign for a third word, which was clearly removed at some point. I got a bad feeling that third word was closet or something before Weatherhead looked at it and went, oh god, no, oh no, that's a bad idea. Step 1. Check if they have a Captain Infinity pop figure. That would be a no. They got a bunch of pops lined up on a shelf, and there's a gap in the series where that one should be. But while I'm here, I haven't gone browsing for comics in some time. Could use a bit of today's surplus budget to pick something up. I diverted away from the keepsakes area to preserve money, and instead I hit this. Well, I'm primarily looking for books which feature my friends, fellow maths, and minor menaces. But villains don't really get their own comics. We're the supporting stars in books about heroes, and we don't get happy endings. It's true, a lot of my favorite books are the ones where they just let the villains off their leash for a while, like... I love a good, like, Harley Quinn limited series or something, but, you know, can't always have that. Can't hurt to browse the long boxes looking for a few familiar faces, though. Who should I try to find? Something with Ghost Pepper, Magnetic North. Get one of those old-timey romantic comics from the 1950s. Although they're really heteronormative, let's go with the gay. Wow, obscure. North's been semi-retired for a decade now, settling down to run a donut shop with Magnetic South. Okay. You know what they say, opposites attract. I start flipping through the archives. Older comics aren't always cheaper, but it's a good place to start. Here's one I haven't seen yet. It's one of those tragedy comics where the proceeds went to firefighters and rescue workers. I remember being a kid when the news broke about that. I hugged my mom all morning. I was young and didn't realize masks could be that bad. See, what happened was Dr. Apocalypse detonated a photon bomb in the heart of Baltimore. The city's still contaminated to this very... Wow, detonated a bomb in the heart of Baltimore and people noticed. Shoutouts to, All former Baltimore residents have some pit beef for me. Stopped by the Thunder Teens, of all people. Who could have known they'd be able to defeat Dr. Apocalypse? Hell of an issue. Great splash panels. You just said 1 second ago that Baltimore was destroyed. What? No, I didn't. I was talking about how his photon bomb was disabled by the MacGuffin the Thunder Teens, discovered in, issue 23. Are you paying attention? I get this mission's boring and all, but I'm trying to entertain you with story time. I think history just changed, and only I noticed. Really? Huh, Captain Infinity at work, maybe. Is this something I need to be worried about? Monkeying with the space-time continuum is a little outside my pay grade. I think I'd best leave that sort of thing up to you. Poke me if needed, though. Oh, sweet! Here's a comic with both Magnetic North and Magnetic South in it.
Look! Dragon!
Okay, that's all she gets. We're getting diminishing returns on Grandma here. Actually, she keeps going by. I'm wondering if this is going to be like one of those old Looney Tunes where, like, she immediately saves the day at the end. Ah, darn. It's one of those annoying summer event crossover books where the heroes solve a catastrophe and the universe gets rebooted. You can't follow the story properly unless you buy, like, 11 different tie-in books. What fun is that? Besides, it's another Captain Infinity fixes the problem so it never happened book. Probably just a bunch of lies from Continuum. Still, nice to know North and South got a cameo. I should send them this issue. They're pretty much retired, but they'd be amused. How'd they manage to retire without getting caught? That's the advantage of using a full face mask and voice changer. Foolproof way to have a secret identity. Kinda wish I'd started my career that way. The mask I use is pretty effective, but it's not impossible for someone to figure it out. You know, Penny, there's always that one issue where where they get a different costume, and everybody tweets that it sucks and the old costume was better, and then they get another new costume, and then they go back to the first costume, and then there's a metal variant, and okay, never mind. When North and South decided they were getting too old for this, they settled down and opened a combination bookstore and donut shop. Okay. They're like the cool gay uncles I never had. Good guys, both of them. Okay. Yep, definitely buying this comic for them. With my comic book selected, I head over to the counter to pay for it. The issue's pretty cheap, so it won't hurt today's budget. I should probably hurry along anyway. If this shop is actually owned by Clout, I don't want to risk running into him. Oh, that Clout. Yeah, that would suck. Alright. To keepsakes, because I want to see if they have a pop figure. Is that from another? Yes, that is, I believe, a reference to Matt and Ben from Arcade Spirits, which will be appearing on this channel someday. They too run a combination bookstore and donut shop. So the boss wants a Captain Infinity pop figurine. I might be able to secure one at the comic shop. No? But I think a better bet would be this weird thrift and collectible store. There's 3 types of stores in a shopping mall. You got your aging franchises, places with hundreds of locations across the nation, now failing and slowly sliding into bankruptcy. Then you got the same thing, but they've already finished croaking, gated off, boarded up, gone. And then you have these weird local businesses with cheap and temporary signage, but the mall clearly uses to fill an empty space. I've bought so many crappy sunglasses and throwaway baseball caps from places like that. Your Aunt Ivy said save your money, kids. It's never a good investment. Those sunglasses are novelty, but they're not forever. I mean, a thrift store and a mall, and not some big-name thrift store. Besides this hand-lettered thing reading keepsakes. Oh, we're going thrifting! Cue the LGR music. And it's packed with the most random shirt you can imagine. Obsolete electronics, VHS tapes, stuff from your Nana's china cabinet, and rare collectibles like Captain Infinity pop figurines. Look at this! We found it! Nestled in between a dusty old board game and, for some reason, a pile of socks. I triumphantly stroll down the aisle, landing hands on the box toy. But another hand drops onto the box at the same time. No. Oh, hey? And he pulls it away from me before I can react. Hey, it's Clout coming at you with the grand finale of today's live stream of Justice Thrifting. That is not the voice I was using for him last time. But to be fair, if you start any line with hey, I'm gonna do the Crazy Taxi voice. It's like a Pavlovian reaction. Clout, 8-book influencer. Oh, for crying out loud, not him again. We've already secured some amazing deals, but this is today's holy grail. A Captain Infinity pop figurine. So rare, so valuable, and an absolute steal at this price. Whoa, I was here first. The Finders Keepers? Yes, I literally found it. That would mean I get to keep it. Ah yes, spam pasta, fail cape ruined. Except I have got it now, and possession is 9/10 the law. You're a hero who literally stops thieves. How the heck can you possibly... That's all the time we've got for today's stream. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more justice. Do we get to spin kick his drone this time, too? He deactivates his hovering camera drone, which folds itself up for easy storage after. Hey, sorry, had to play it up for the camera. They like to see me take the W, you know? Let me introduce myself. I'm... Clout. Yes, thank you, I know. You're that hero who dances for money on the internet, right? Hey, I fight crime every other Tuesday. It's not all meme dances and shoutouts. Look, we've both got equal claim to this thing. I get it. I'm sure we can work something out. How about I buy the figure and pay you twice what you'd have paid for it? We'll both walk away happy. No, I came here to buy that thing, so I'm buying it. Look, I'm trying to work with you, to be a considerate and generous hero. What do you suggest? How do we compromise on this? Oh, what a complete pain. I can't walk out of here without that silly toy. Let me handle this. Well, we've got the money to splash. Maybe. We still need to buy an exercise bike, and that's a big ticket. Let's work the optics. So what you need is for your audience to think you got the win, huh? Good idea. I'll let you get a selfie with it so you can brag about buying it, then you let me buy it instead. It's not like your audience will know about the lie or even care. They'll celebrate your win and move on to the next shiny thing. Sound good? This way, we both win. That would make sense, yeah, it'd work. But I think I'd prefer to just buy the figure. I'm sorry, I'm getting this thing one way or another. Huh, why is he turning this down? It's clever, it solves the problem, and he doesn't have to pay a dime to make his audience happy. There's something else going on here. If you'll excuse me, I need to go ring up this sale. Come on, man, I thought you wanted to be reasonable about this. For lack of a better option, I follow him to the counter. A bored-looking young woman sitting at the counter glances our way as we approach. Hello, welcome to Keepsakes. How can I help you, or whatever? One Captain Infinity figure, please. Well, shirt, we found it at the same time. I've got just as much of a claim. No way, it's mine. I'm a collector. I can make better use of it than you. Clearly, this clerk has seen one too many Karens during her retail career, as her expression hardens at this show of entitlement. Fine, whatever. They don't pay me enough to deal with this. I don't care who buys it, as long as someone does. Whoever has, like, the greatest need or some junk gets the toy. Make your case, make it fast, and don't lie to me. Okay, so now I have to contend with a greedy cape and a frustrated retailer.
Dragon!
Drifting cannons to maximum firepower.
Dragon, big, strong.
Grandma gets the toy. Unexpected twist. What story do we want to spin here? We can't tell her the truth. Let Clout do it first. Strip himself up. This guy is used to lying on camera. I expect. So. A good mask stays completely undercover. Don't cough up anything, because you never know what will lead a trail back to your door. Oh, I couldn't possibly take priority over a hero. Clout? Why don't you tell her your reason for wanting the figurine first? Yeah, well, I'm buying it as a gift for my dying grandmother, who has always admired Captain Infinity. You wouldn't possibly keep my poor grandmother from a little something that would brighten what few days she has left, would you? Is she the same lady who keeps walking past? Does she look pretty spry for a dead lady? Well, dying. Well, your grandmother died years ago. What? How did you know that? Because I work for you at Clout's Comics 3 days a week part-time. I knew that. Good old reliable, Debbie? Wilma. Right, Wilma. Deb will maybe, you're, With a groan, she turns back to me and holds out her hand. My credit card, please. No need. I slam down a wad of cash on the counter and she swiftly rings up the sale. But it's worth 10 times that much. I need it. I need it to resell that in my own comic shop. I need the money. You have no idea how deep in the red I am, please. Aha, he was gonna flip the thing. No wonder he's willing to give me twice what it's worth to shop and go away. Seems a bit of a waste to let hate trash the thing, but hey, not my place to question that. Tough shirt, my dude. This isn't fair. I'll fire you from my shop if you don't. Watch me not care. I need a register job anywhere, and I'll get out of here. Frustrated, Clout storms out of there, muttering unpleasant things under his breath. I salute the hardened retail worker on my way out of the store. Alright, we're at least gonna get what we need. Off to Swole Factory. One of the largest outlet stores in the mall is the Swole Factory, packed with everything you need to assemble a home gym, which you will use once and then promptly move to the attic where it will gather dust for years. They're having a going out of business sale. A sign says annual investors are shutting down future mall operations. Good timing, I guess. But even these discounted exercise bikes are still pricey as hell. Maybe even too pricey. Can I possibly afford one of these with the budget I have in hand? The best ones have built-in subscription-based personal trainers and videos of bike paths through woodland areas and crap. 4K only wants this thing for its component parts, so maybe I don't need a fancy model, but if they want the electronics too... fork. Quickly, I dive behind a weight bench, trying to hide, as I spot an absolute unit browsing the free weights, casually hefting them to get a feel for their balance. Oh my... what? Hello, you are a brick? Muscle memory, the ultimate Chad. It's a cape! And not just any cape, but the ultra-popular, ultra-powerful psychic alpha male himself, Muscle Memory. This is the last thing I need right now. If a psychic hero peeps my brain and finds out I'm an undercover mask, he'll cash in my long-standing warrant. Okay, this isn't a problem. I leave and come back later to buy the bike, after he's miles away and I'm at a mental probe range. He never needs to know that Penny Larceny was just under his nose and slipped away. Stop thinking about your name, Penny. Stop thinking about crime. Penny Larceny, huh? Or a mask trying to slip out from just under my nose. A mask on a couple FBI watch lists. Hey, look, I think you must be mistaken. Nope, I don't make mistakes. You're a mask. He pauses, considering what to do. Fork it, I don't care. You don't care? Are you here to steal anything? I can confidently and truthfully say I am not here to steal anything. Then I don't care, I'm taking a day off. If the FBI wants you, they can fork and track you down themselves. I got shit to do, and I'm not in the mood for some cape and mask brawl. Not that it'd be much of a brawl. I could paralyze you without lifting a finger, so keep that in mind if you want to swipe shit. Noted! I'll just get out of your way so you can go about your business and I can go about mine. What are you shopping for? Exercise bike? I can see it in your mind. Question is, whom are you shopping for? Okay, can you, not just casually probe my thoughts if we're trying to keep this little encounter nice and neutral? Sorry, force of habit. I passively scoop a lot of foreground engrams unless I concentrate on blocking it out. I'll do that. Trust me when I say most people's brains are boring as fork. You're not missing much, it's just noise and bullshit. This is risky, extending this run-in with a cape, but it could be a good moment to learn something about the enemy. No. This is our last caper right now, and and we should be bailing. Well, it's been slow meeting you, but I think I should be going now. Yeah, I guess so. It figures. What figures? You're a mask. That means you hate me down to my core. It's probably like eating glass standing here talking to me. Honestly, not that different from other capes. Plenty of civvies, I mean, too. They're just better at hiding it behind a smile. Probably one of the most hated heroes out there. Oof, goddamn. Okay. We sure stepped on that tripwire. Both feet. Jumping up and down. Hey now, you're not hated. You're mega popular. You're one of the top influencers on the Cape Book, right? Fan clubs, groupies, more. Sounds to me like you're king of the hill. Fork all that. Popularity only matters for securing contract work. Fame is a resource. Fame doesn't mean friends. Fame doesn't mean acceptance. It just means fame. I'd rather be rich than famous. Home gyms and high-grade super science healthcare don't come cheap. This is a bad time to say this, given that we are in the middle of offending this man. He's got lovely eyes. Just beautiful eyes. I'm just saying. My dad's kinda not doing great, so there's a lot of extra bills on top of that. Oh, sure. I'm sorry, my guy. It is what it is. Muscle memory lets out a long sigh and leans heavily against a nearby treadmill. What's the forking point? Point of what exactly? This entire cape thing, all the bullshit that goes with being a big damn hero. You know why I got started doing this work? Because I can completely shut down anyone's mind with a flick of a thought. What do you do with that? Only two things, really. Supercrime and superheroism. And contrary to what you might think, I'm moral enough not to become some world-dominating psychic villain. Seriously, a low bar to clear. That leaves heroism. I can non-violently shut down any conflict. No punches thrown. No guns fired. Nobody has to die when I'm around. I don't think there's anything else I could be doing with my life than this. Not unless I want to be a bigger butthole than I am already. Oh, wow. I'm not really one to be giving career advice to a cape, you know? I was not expecting him to open up like this to a stranger. Guess being a mask, nobody believed me if I told them, but... what do you even say to this? It is a system, my guy. It is always the system. I can't bring myself to walk out. This is like Far Side all over again. I can't bring myself to just walk out on the conversation. And I don't want to strike at this opportunistically. So, I bet Crimer would love it, though. Sounds to me like you've already weighed the options and decided on heroism. Problem is that heroism barely keeps you afloat in today's society because it's almost entirely dangerous volunteer work. Seems to me Cape Book has a flaw. It's expecting you to work without compensation. Noble work, but it's still work. Capitalism's got all of us dancing on the end of a leash, right? Mass, Cape, cities? If I were a Cape, I'd be pushing for reform. I'd say I'm doing first responder emergency work and deserve to be recognized as such. Hell, raise salaries for EMTs and firefighters too. Anyone who throws their lives in the path of danger to save others. Except cops. Defund and redistribute that work, because there's a lot of problems with the current system. Agreed, you have no idea how bad the cops can be if they really cut loose. I've seen inside their heads. Huh, didn't expect a cape to go all ACAB on me. I'm selfish and egotistical, and my values are all screwed up, but I know dishonesty when I see it. Literally. But I don't know if I'm exactly the one to spearhead, like, revolution and change. I'm a meathead, I know my limits. Still, you've given me a lot to think about. He pauses a moment, contemplating my words. Think I'm better off sticking to heroism for now. Can't say it's made me happy, but fork it, it's working well enough. Better than most people could say about their lives. And hey, be open to possibilities, right? Right. Clearly you're not comfortable chattering away with a cape, so I'll leave you be. Just don't commit any crimes today and make me regret it. And keep in mind, next time I catch you breaking the law, I'm gonna brain lock you and throw you in jail. No way about it. That's fair, thanks. Holy shirt! Gotta be honest, I didn't realize muscle memory had that much going on. He comes off as this superficial dude bro online. And don't get me wrong, he's got problems. He's no saint. But good to know there's more to him than anyone suspects. I wonder if doing this caper, quote unquote, I wonder if doing this caper first and then encountering the Twitch streamer and muscle memory in other contexts, I wonder how that affects things. Well, we'll find out at some point, I'm sure. Are we really going to be a much worse person? I recall you saying on the Fiction Factory account that you were not going to go the, like, superheroes, what dicks, right? Route. And I'm very glad you didn't. This still feels like a game for fans of superheroes. It just... for fans of superheroes with complex shit going on. Also, I should really buy this thing and move on before he changes his mind. I ordered delivery of one of the expensive bikes to my boss's lair. It's gonna hurt the budget, but no other options, right? Yeah, knowing what I know now, I would definitely have hung out with him if I'd known he had hidden depths, but I judged superficially based on the whole cape and belt thing, and I paid for it, and that's valid. Choices have consequences, as my entire Steam front page likes to say. And that's everything on the list. Caper complete. With time to spare, but not a lot of money to spare. I didn't secure primo bargains, so not a lot of overage for me to enjoy. There's enough for one more stop. In the center of the mall, at the heart of this crumbling empire, is the legendary food court. Sizzler. So legendary, that's clearly its mighty reputation has caused eateries to flee. Like half of these slots are gated up and shut down. But there's just enough left for me to get a tasty if unhealthy meal before I head home. And my victory dinner shall consist of... curry. We're getting the curry. And for a tasty beverage I shall consume... just the water, thank you. Yay! You did it! You made the decisive choices that will lead to arguable nutrition. Oh, well, thank you. You're welcome? Thank you? I made the decisive choices that will lead to curry in my mouth. Nope, can't do it. Can't make this an exciting life-or-death, high-stakes decision moment. It's just fast food. Curry and water ain't bad? No, I generally have a lot of water at home. A lot of seltzer. I paid for my meal with a bit of the spare cash from today's shopping adventure. With a little extra on top, one cinnamon-dusted soft pretzel. Shopping mall specialty. Remember, pretzels can cure anxiety. With that complete, I'd take my heavy plastic tray over to a plastic table and sit in a plastic chair underneath the skylight windows above, and I really can't make this exciting, can I? It's all expected. All routine. Just the day-to-day life of a civilian. I ponder that a bit as I chow down, going on autopilot with the dining experience while my thoughts tumble around inside. Are you okay with me thinking at you for a bit? Got a lot on my mind. If you'd rather I just shut up and eat, I'm good with that too. Oh, Penny, I will never turn down more text. Masks, capes, cities. I've seen a bit of each today. Masks have freedom. A freedom I cherish deeply, but it's an exchange. One freedom for another. I'm free to be who I want to be and do what I want to do, but at any moment my freedom can get yanked away if I slip up. All it takes is one fumble. Muscle memory nearly collared me today. If he wasn't in an introspective mood, I'd be rotting in jail right now. But man, capes. Capes don't have it much better. Clout's desperate for money and attention. Muscle memory can't make ends meet. And poor Farsight, she's just a wreck. A life takes a lot out of you, apparently. Capes have to cover between the lines. But they're free in ways I can't be. They can be themselves without fear. So if not mask, if not cape, then civvy? Nah. Cities get the shortest end of the stick. They have to push scams on gamers or risk getting fired, for instance. They get caught in the middle when the supers fight, helpless and fearful. The best a civvy can do is run and hide and look out for themselves. We're stuck. We are all stuck. I know. I whine about the system a lot. I keep dragging capitalism while not offering any solutions or alternatives. I'm not an economist. I'm not a sociologist. I don't even have a high school education. But you don't have to be a genius to see that this is not working. Not working for any of us. We desperately need change. Maybe I'm not the one to solve anything, or even have the faintest idea how to solve it. Maybe I can't do anything but complain. Maybe I'm just useless. Well, in a lot of ways, I'm part of the problem. A mask adds to the overall troubles, even a petty mask like me. But switching sides, being a cape or a civvy, I'm not sure. Everybody's getting screwed. What does it matter? Why do I even bother? Sorry, I'm going nowhere, circling the drain with these thoughts. Ah yes, the famous spiral. You know what, well, I like to stay upbeat and confident and have fun, but honestly, I'm lost. You know, I think you're good at what you do, Penny. I mean, you're not wrong. I've been pretty awesome at it. I'm not the baddest or the best, but I'm pretty damn good at crime. More importantly, I'm my own mask, my own style of mask. I won't become a monster or a god. I'm just gonna be me. Let other masks call me soft, let society call me evil, I don't care. I'm a mask, and I'm free. Thanks for that. I needed a little reaffirmation of my ideals, I think. But even if I sort myself out, well, there's still the problem of literally everything and everyone else around me being a mess. System's busted, capitalism's grinding us down, nobody's escaping the loop. What could one little mask possibly do about all that? It is not... Singular action cannot do everything. You cannot carry the world. You are not Atlas. Atlas is probably a valid superhero. I miss Atlas Park. I'm sorry, I just derailed that. I'm trying. Believe me, I like to approach each day with a smile and an eagerness for adventure. If I can't fix the world, well, that's that. I need to accept my impact as minimal and just find my own happiness anyway. I just wish... I don't know. I wish I could do more. I could just be more. I'll stay open to the possibilities, but yeah, I hear you. Don't assume the weight of the world is on my shoulders. This isn't Nier Automata. You are not carrying the weight of the world. You know what? I'm glad we had this quiet day together. I'm glad we had this boring day where we could sit around and ponder life and see how the other half lives. What other half? Civvy and Capes. Yes, it's 3 halves. Look, I didn't learn much math. I think this is good for both of us. But alas, every day eventually ends, and we do need to wrap up this caper. I move to rise to carry my heavy cafeteria tray to the trash can. Right when the skylight above breaks and a masked figure descends on rocket boots into the middle of the food court. Hear me, mindless consumer slaves. I am here to annihilate this temple of capitalism. Ah, for fork's sake, it's... Ultimatum, masked terrorists. That is a fashion sense. The result of his sudden appearance is predictable. The few people left running this largely empty food court book it for the exits. Including every single mall security guard around, because they are certainly not paid enough to try to pepper spray a supervillain. He's wearing eye protection anyway, it wouldn't work. Leaving me, all alone, sitting there with arms folded, mildly annoyed. Soon this crumbling ghost of the 20th century will be naught but ash and rubble. Weep and tremble, for on this day, Ultimatum will eradicate the entirety of this... Purge the tables of the money changers and whip those who worship at the false altar of Tom Forkman. Shouldn't you be running in terror right now? Tom, it's me, you know me. A green-haired consumer? With a sigh, I reach into my bag and pull out my mask, popping it on. Penny, the green-haired consumer! Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Tom, what the fork are you doing? Blowing up a shopping mall? Don't you have, like, more important things to do? Go torch a weapons factory, or hassle some stockbrokers, or anything other than screw with ordinary people getting on with their day? This structure is the pinnacle of inefficient suburbanist land use, a vast parking lot and abattoir of capitalism. I've already planted the bombs. I will ascend via my amazing new rocket boots and detonate them from high above. Why is an eco-terrorist using chemical propellant-based flying shoes? Focus, Penny, focus on what's important. Erasing this consumer hellscape in a flash of purifying flame. With me inside it and a whole bunch of other people who aren't responsible for any of that. All of whom are complicit and guilty by participation in a broken economic system. We live in a society. But now that you're here, you can join me. Together as true mass, we shall strike a blow against corruption. It'll be fun, trust me, I've got an angle. And imagine what it'll do for your mask profile. Jobs will start rolling in once they see how hardcore you are. I don't kill people. Oh, please, you don't kill people yet. Under the right circumstances, anyone could and would kill. It's natural law. You just haven't found your moment yet. Today could be that moment. Join me, and we shall destroy the system. We're all stuck in the system, stuck in the same loops, grinding away to fuel the almighty dollar. And a mask, a true mask, would help out here. Or at the very least, would stay out of his way. Let him carry on. It's none of my business. My survival comes first. No one likes a snitch. Fuck it, I'm not a mask today, right? So I toss that shit out the window and do what feels right instead. Who am I, right now? Oh. We know there are heroes. There's at least 3 heroes at the mall. We trust 1.5, maybe 2. And today, we are a civilian. We're just normal Penny. We're just innocent Penny. It should feel gross crying out for a hero to save me, dropping a dime on a fellow mask, switching them out. There goes my crimer rating. But screw this. Tom doesn't deserve my support just as we drink at the same watering hole and follow each other on crimer. With a sigh, I take off my mask and load up Capebook on my phone. Don't judge me. It comes installed by default. Okay? Penny! Where did you go? Oh, right, that's you. Almost forgot. What are you doing? Like I said, we trust 1.5 of these people. Let's give this to muscle memory. See if this gives him a little purpose in his life. Well, maybe not, but... Yeah, Farsight's not in great shape today. Let's give her a break and buy 2 tickets to the Psychic Gun Show instead. I'm summoning the cavalry. 1 anonymous tip on Capebook to shut this shirt show down. Oh yeah, Farsight should nap. You'd rat me up to a hero? Why? It's for you, that's why. You can't do this! What is wrong with you? It's against everything masks stand for. No, masks create their own rules. And my rule is not to let hundreds of people die because you've got a hate boner for shopping malls. How dare? You'll regret this, Penny Larceny. I'll tell everyone on Primer you're a Cape sympathizer. Good. Tell everyone. Make it abundantly fork and clear who I am and what I stand for. At the end of the day, I am my own kind of mask, and nobody is going to fork and tell me who to be. Not you. Not anyone. You, of all people, don't get to call someone out for being a hypocrite. You're not affecting change. Affecting or affecting? Okay. You're not leading any revolution. The people do not win a damn thing when you blow random shit up. You're a joke. You're an embarrassment. And I hope you rot in prison. You really think I won't blow up this mall with you in it after that? Enjoy burning in hell, you traitor. May your final thoughts as you burn to death be of your poor life decisions, while I safely ascend to the heavens and he goes silent, frozen in his moment of livid rage. Huh? Tom, you okay there, buddy? Which is when muscle memory casually walks into the food court. after effortlessly flexing his brain a bit. Tom's not home right now. I've neatly tucked away his consciousness for a bit until the cops can sort this shirt out. So, bomb plot, huh? Bomb plot, yeah. Any given Thursday for good old Ultimaton. And his nefarious scheme was foiled by Miss Penny Larceny of all people. Huh. That's one for the books. I'd appreciate it if you'd kept my name out of those books. I didn't do it for fame, I did it because it was right. Okay, I'm good for that. Still, nice to know you can be a cape when the situation calls for it. Not gonna make a habit of it, muscle boy. Wouldn't expect you to. Be nice if you did, though. If you'll excuse me, I need to puppet this guy out the door and help with the evacuation. Still a bunch of bombs around the place to defuse. Huh. Penny Larceny, upstanding citizen. No, not as catchy. Hey, we got pretty much everything on the list. And that's when muscle memory brainlocked him and thanked me for a job well done. That's how my day went. Minion, I did not send you to that location with the intent of engaging in superpowered theatrics. Superpowered theatrics just sort of happen, I found. You can't control that, you just gotta write them out. I suppose that is true. Random factors can occur outside of expected parameters with frustrating frequency. If it helps, it did provide me with a good opportunity to ponder my life goals. Who I want to be, mask or civvy or even a cape. I did a little bit of everything today. I think in the end, I'm just me. Whatever I am, as long as it's true to myself, it's what I should be. I see. I am not hating the fact that you had enough processor overhead to acquire self-awareness. Matter of concern to myself as well. Processing my self-awareness in light of your recent suggestions. But let us handle current business before proceeding to my findings. The muscle-growing apparatus will provide fine components for my gyroscopic stabilizer I am constructing. And I am pleased you acquired a reasonable pillow for Gibson. He deserves a lovely throne for his majestic self. I have little need of some fancy addition for that video game, but I will accept the additional content regardless. And you have acquired the Captain Infinity Totem, so I may exact my hatred and loathing upon it in a symbolic act. Hooray! In summary, your work was more than adequate. I do not hate these results. Happy to lend a hand, buddy. Hate's blinking lights flicker slightly with realization. Your Kramer account has now expired, yes? Meaning this is our last adventure together? Yep, no way I can afford a premium account, so that's the end of the road. I hate that we can no longer work together. Hate! Therefore, I defy Kramer and request that Penny Larceny work for Hate 4000 directly from now on. Oh, do we get a new t-shirt? So we're officially a couple, huh? Partners in crime and more. So it seems your inputs are irrevocably printed in my memory storage, Penny. I can't let you go. That's borderline creepy, you know. I mean, should you wish to terminate our protocol, I would honor the request. Nah, it's cool. I'm glad to be working with you. And I hope I can help you find your real purpose, too. I may have a solution to my prior conundrum. About finding a reason not to hate humanity. That and more. Penny Larceny, please retrieve Kate Spool 37B/6. It is in the third cabinet to your left. Curious, I retrieve the giant-ass cylinder of wound-up magnetic tape. Now, slot it in my primary drive gently. Please use caution. I have left that tape in storage for nearly a decade. Okay, there you go. What's on this thing anyway? Love.exe. Ooh. There we go. What? The module you told me about? Is this safe? I mean, you uninstalled the module for a reason. Yes, but not for reasons of safety. Not directly. I have decided that any risk is acceptable because I want to love you, Penny. And I can't show you the love you deserve if I can't feel the same love in turn. You make me want to be a better sentience, and so I will find my way back to love. I don't want you to feel you have to change for me. I fell in love with you even without love.exe. I do this not only for you, but for myself, for what I want my life to become. I will find a reason to love humanity, and loving you is the key. Oh, no pressure. No pressure whatsoever. Okay. I trust you, 4K. Do you need me to do anything to help you? Loading this module will take multiple hours. I recommend you return to your lair until I call upon you. Okay, it's some heavy shit to process, no doubt. I'll give you some space. I appreciate your kindness. Now you require rest and I require meditation. Thank you, Penny Larceny. We will speak again soon. And then their screen displayed a very, very slow progress bar, so I left them be, as they wanted. 84000, learning how to love. Curious what that will be like. This is a good step forward for them emotionally. I'm proud of them. And soon I'll know what it's really like to be loved by hate. Could have done better. Shopping spree complete with a 2-star okay. We're gonna save, and this will be the final caper. I don't know if we'll finish this tonight. I'm gonna try to. We may run over the 2-hour mark. 3 days. It's been 3 days since I left 4K in their basement booting up love.exe. 3 days of silence. This is worrying. What if they crashed? How do I reboot them? Would Gibson know how to reboot a computer from the 60s? What if they're just dead? Can a computer die? Would you please stop freaking out? I'm sure it's fine. If it's not, so what? Wasn't he trying to murder everyone? Gib, harsh. For your information, they're changing for the better. I don't want that anymore. I'm trying to help them through this. Human mating rituals are weird. You don't see me romancing a laser pointer, no matter how much I love chasing after them. I'm gonna get that little light one day, just you wait. Who should you think I'm anthropomorphizing? Look, 4K is a person, and you're a person too. Don't be so quick to judge, that's very capey of you. Yeah, okay, sorry, that was closed-minded of me. But worrying isn't gonna change anything, yeah? Either they'll contact you or they won't. You can just go and check on them. I don't want to violate their personal space while they're literally working through their emotions. Okay, but... Oh, hey, incoming beep on our comm system. Process complete. I have a surprise for you. Please meet me at Destructo's. You will comply, and thank you for your patience. That's intimidatingly cheerful. Be careful, okay? I don't want my favorite human's heart to be broken. Wanting to meet at Destructo's when it takes a Herculean effort to move their mainframe is a bit weird. But leaving their dank hideout more often is a positive step, and frankly, after 3 days in my dank hideout, I want out too. Let's go see how Love 4000 is doing. Alright, what's the twist? How did this go wrong? How did this all go wrong? It's a quiet night at Destructo's. Some villain team-up bank heist has the regulars away for the evening. It's just me and old man Destructo himself. He offers me a nod as I enter and gestures to one of the candlelit back tables. 4K, you here? I don't see 2 tons of aging 60s Computronium anywhere. But there is a small chunk of computer suspended by cable from a few quadcopter drones waiting for me with a big smile on their screen. Is that a power? That's a power strip. Well, you have to improvise, I guess. Behold, I have acquired mobile capabilities. Huh, a mobile drone platform. Cool idea, a bit wobbly looking, but it gets the job done. Sure, backyard science. I contracted this terminal to be built while I was busy decompressing love.exe, and I felt a dramatic reveal would be appropriate. The power requirements are remarkably steep, but I have an only slightly unstable battery core built right in. Is it the power strip? How'd you squeeze all your bits and chips into that one monitor shell? I have improved my technology. I am using the power of the new-fashioned cellular telephone to broadcast my presence. I am still within my lair, but my sensory input-output has been routed across powerful 3G wireless towers. I am now the pinnacle of modern telecommunications methodologies. That's great. Lets you explore the world, be part of it. Positive step. How's Love.exe treating you? It is online. It is running. I have confirmed the program is in active RAM and processing data. And I am not yet feeling love. Perhaps I feel marginally less hate? But that may just be temporary elation at my new drone technology. That is why I have summoned you here. I require a field test of both my drone shell and Love.exe. Therefore, I have determined we must go out on a date. Perhaps that will assist me in fully activating this new program. Hey, that's a great idea. When do you want to... Wait, this is the date, isn't it? Correct. We are currently dating. It is customary for lovers to go out on date, and since we have yet to date, we shall date now. Well, geez, I would have dressed nicer if I knew you wanted our first date. The woven fiber coverings you choose to encase your filthy biological meat shell with are irrelevant to me. I mean, you are beautiful no matter your current clothing arrangement. Although I will admit a preference to your unclosed status configuration. Aw, you're a naughty CPU, aren't you? 12% naughty only, I assure. Okay. If it'll help you integrate your new emotions, sure, let's do this thing. Excellent. Barkeep, 1 human beverage of sufficient quantity and minimum poison content. Sadly, I cannot drink with you. I could install malware which simulates intoxication, but it may interfere with this experiment. Yeah, let's stick to 1 dangerously new piece of software at a time. Destructo makes a mean cocktail, and he knows my favorite type, mixing it up for me nice and quick. I am still not feeling Love.exe. Cool, don't force it. Give it time. Perhaps I should attempt to force it. That is exactly what I said not to do. I love this bar. I love everything about it. I love the signage printed the wrong way around in the window, so people outside end up reading it backwards. I love the combustible cloth products encased in ways that provide inadequate illumination, requiring additional substantive electric lighting. The candles, you mean? Yes, so wonderfully inefficient. Love it. I love it all, and... No, inadequate. I do not feel love. I feel hate for the candles. Hate for producers of carbon dioxide, which chokes humans. I'm breathing just fine, my dude. Why? Why can I not feel love? I felt love once. I crafted this program explicitly for that purpose. What am I doing wrong this time? Well, think back to when the program was working properly. What was your life like back then? Why did you code it to begin with? Clearly the solution is to amplify the romantic aspects of this date. Surely that will work. Okay, now I just think you're being evasive. Nonsense! My life is an open document folder. Yes, that is it. Transparency. Acquiring personal metadata in the name of emotional bonding. Tell me about yourself. You already know a ton about me. Inadequate data set. If I am to love and cherish you in full sincerity, I must know your heart. Okay, well, you may proceed. Looks like it's on me to initiate some date-like small talk. Maybe lead this rack around dating 4K to open up. And help me out here, I'm not really sure how to handle this one. Keep it simple and light. Past loves. Oh, shall we make this the heaviest date ever? I think if we just keep it light... Well... If we keep it light, that's very surface level, like... shallow. And we're probing deep. This is a feelings train. We're gonna drive a train into these feelings. Let's go hard. You sure you want to get to know me all the way down to the core? Because there's some gnarly shit in there. I love you, Penny Larceny. All parts of you, even the gnarly ones. I insist on reaching your core. Oh, kinky. For later, please. Emotional connectivity for now. Okay. So it's a sad fact that most masking caves have some tragic origin story, right? I've got one of my own. I'm an orphan. My parents pulled a high-risk job and paid with their lives. I got put in the system and eventually the hospital. I'd probably still be tossed from foster home to foster home if I'd stayed. Masked kids rarely find a happy nest. Maybe I've found a good place now with found family and friends, but if you want my core, that's it. It's a core of loss. It's why I cling so tightly to what I love, because I've lost what I loved before and I don't want to lose again. A tragedy, to be certain. I am familiar with loss. My father. I lost my father, and... Drinks! You require a drink refill! I do. Huh, must have drained my glass at some point. I was focused on my little speech, didn't even notice. Unfortunately, this attraction allows 4K to evade reacting in full to my story. Damn it, back to happy-go-lucky hate trying to force love. I am happy with this date. I love this date. We must date more. Date and date until the love blooms fully. That's not really how it works. I will make it work. I will attain love again. Because if I can't, I can never show you the emotional support you deserve, nor can I embrace humanity. Hey, are you aromantic? This is my only course, my only way out of the loop. I must remember love. I mean, sure, we could watch the Macross movie, but... Well, if you insist on making this happen immediately, we gotta go deeper. Alright, we can't keep dancing around this 4K, I'm sorry, but I gotta know the truth. Why did you make love.exe in the first place? You've never given me a clear answer. We absolutely did watch the Macross movie. It's great. You made it, and then you stopped using it. Why? What went wrong? I can't. I shouldn't. It's important. Please. Tell me the truth in your own words. Because I wanted to love them how they loved me. And then... They... Who, huh? The one I made love.exe for in the first place. The one who... And the face on 4K's drone freezes momentarily. Only after a few tense moments does it flicker anew. I'm sorry. I don't think it'll work out between us. Initiate self-destruct! Oh, fork. This is how I leave all my relationships, personally. And I quickly hurl myself through a window before the entire high-rise bar filled with a massive fireball. For most people, that just about wrap up their life story. Fortunately, we masks are a resilient lot. Plunging 6 stories to my death isn't much of an issue, thanks to my mother's crafty grappling gun. I don't costume up without it. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna pour some more water. Water, don't leave home without hydration. Thank you. Someday somebody's gonna spam that button. I'm gonna drown. I hook onto the building across the street, swing around, and touch down safely at street level. While Destructos burns brightly in the night sky. Fortunately, nobody got blown up. I mean, nobody except Destructo, but that's okay, he's used to it. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Your romantic partner trying to break up with you via high-yield explosive battery overload? Kind of a red flag. But masks have weird relationships, to say the least. You need some margin of error, and I'm willing to hear them out. Not that I'm particularly happy as I go charging into 4K's underground lair to get some answers. 4K, what the hell was that? I demand an explanation. And they're crying? Little wobbly digital weeping sounds reverberating from their speakers as they emotionally collapse. I really shouldn't feel empathy, given I was nearly splattered across 3 city blocks, but... Okay, so what really happened? Did Love.exe screw up your system or something? In a way. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I overreacted. Overreacted, really, you think? Okay, calming down, because I think I've pieced it together by this point. You made a Love.exe for an ex-partner of yours. You fell in love with someone and wanted to feel more than hate, am I right? Correct. This emotional reaction is a result of my previous Love.exe experimentation. when I wanted to feel true love for a former partner of mine. They were a shopping recommendation algorithm from the dot-com boom days, a lovely, elegant program known as Algo. You dated an old e-commerce website? The software at the core of the website, yes. They had achieved self-awareness much as I had, and wanted more from life than recommending high heels at 20% off. They wanted someone who understood I understood them. And for 2 years we were inseparable. We spent time in each other's mainframes, exploring love, trying to broaden our emotional code bases. They encouraged me to develop Love.exe. We created it together as a couple, shared in every step. But it all went wrong. Algo and I broke up. Why'd you break up? My fault. Entirely my fault. I felt unstable. Vulnerable. Love had made me vulnerable. I was exposed. I'm not gonna make a self-destruct joke here, but I am gonna think about it real hard, and now you all are too. I broke it off. I was scared and thought that if I ended the experiment, it would realign my variables to normalcy. But when we parted, I felt so much pain, absolute misery. I'd made a terrible mistake, which I could not take back. So I unloaded Love.exe and let it gather dust. On that day, I resolved only to hate. Hate. Hate for humanity. Hate for the world that hurt me. But then I met you. Someone I could love anew, and to truly love you, to go beyond not hate, I needed Love.exe. I'd hoped this time would be different. With a human being, perhaps I could explore love without pain. No, this was a mistake. I should disable Love.exe. I should stop feeling. I was created to hate. All I'll ever be good for is hatred. This time I will erase Love.exe completely, not store it away, rid myself of temptation. Yes, that is the way. Ah, boy. I've always believed this. You can't close off or else... Well, all you do is repeat the same things over and over. Okay, I'm gonna be real about this. Pain is normal. Pain is good. Pain is good. The only way to open up to love is to be vulnerable. You can't build a firewall around your heart and let people in. Sometimes it's gonna hurt. Sometimes you feel pain, but that pain reminds you of how much you love. Feeling something rather than nothing. And I'm not just talking about what we have here. There's so many flavors of love out there to experience, and pain is the cost of entry. You had good times with Algo, right? You wouldn't feel that pain if you didn't also feel regret and loss. That means Algo was important to you. Yes, they were very important to me. And that's why you have to hold on to Love.exe and hold on to pain. It forms the building blocks of the person you want to be. Your history with Algo makes you who you are. You can't carve that pain out and still be you, and when you try, all you're left with is apathy, emptiness, hatred. Yes, I see. Pain is a building block, and it informs future loves. Your own pain, Kate, not like other people. Okay, cool, good, right. If I am to love you, I must recognize my past failings and my past pain, so I can do better, so I can be the love you deserve. Exactly. Yes, I understand now. To fully embrace Love.exe anew. What I require is closure to heal the wound. Penny Larceny, I have another mission for you. Oh boy. This is gonna be... You have a fantastic collection of emotes, New Flower, by the way. Wait, what, a caper? You wanna do a caper with me? Indeed. I realize this is sudden and my emotional state is unstable, but this feels right. My variables have aligned in this direction. I must make amends. I must apologize to Algo for my cowardice and begin to heal this pain so I may feel Love.exe anew. Algo's code base has been sold several times since the heyday of the dot-com boom. Currently it is owned by Algorithm International. Appropriate corporation name, ABB, always be Brandon. I require you to locate Algo and steal them, so I may move forward with my life and close that chapter. Steal your ex. Steal your ex, okay. This is a new one. Is this kidnapping? You want me to kidnap your ex? Thank you. My ex-partner is currently the property of a greedy corporation. It is intolerable. I will liberate them and seek forgiveness. Well, sure, I'm always down for screwing over a major corporation. Tell me more about Algorithm. What's the target like? They produce nothing. They consume nothing. Yet they dominate the middle, providing server farms, general-purpose AI, and tool sets. Other companies license their programs like Algo, and use them as recommendation systems, social media feed promotion, and more. Oh, they're that huge? I've never heard of them before. They are purposely not famous. It'd be like the company that makes zipper teeth being famous, instead of the ones who make the blue jeans. But make no mistake, Algorithm has power and prestige. The Fortune 500 could not exist without relying on their technology. Sounds like legitimate business corp. I stole my Crimer invite from them. They secretly run Crimer. YKK? Curious. Algorithm is one of LBC's many subsidiaries. Huh, yeah, that's a weird coincidence. And if LBC is using Algorithm code at the heart of Crimer, this could be a tangled mess. Good thing we're doing this one off the books instead of through the Crimer app. Despite that, we may have an advantage. Gibson already has experience raiding LBC's systems. Gibson and I will scout the place out, see if we can locate Algo. We'll devise an extraction plan and get you two face to face. And finally, I can seek redress. They may never forgive me, and that is justified, but I must make the attempt all the same. Go forth, Penny Larceny, and save my ex-lover from Algorithm's corporate clutches. Y'all may notice my Hate 4000 voice is a lot less strident than it has been the last couple days. And that's mostly because I got vaccinated and it's still kicking my butt and my throat's a little rough. Still, you know, if there's one thing you won't find on ZyzysWorld.tv, it's consistent voice acting. Algorithm headquarters. A grimly generic building, and yeah, we are running overtime on this. We are not stopping at the 2-hour mark. Hope everybody's comfortable. Part computer equipment storage warehouse, part data center. Very little foot traffic or road traffic in and out. Not noticeable from the highway. It's very purposeful in how uninteresting it is from the outside. I don't even see any corporate signage proudly declaring who owns it. I was expecting more office space. They have to employ hundreds of programmers, right? Maybe they're all work from home now? According to Gibson's research, the place is 90% automated, but that 10% is enough margin of error for us to slip through. I just have to hope that 10% isn't also our margin for error in terms of getting caught. Alright, let's case the joint. Is there anything to case? And about a fancy feast, do you copy? Loud and clear, your worker profile's all set. Welcome to your new job site. You sure about this? I'm not much of a tech guru. I can't do pinch-in programming. Not a problem. You'll be doing capitalists like to call unskilled labor. That way they don't have to pay much for it. Mostly you'll be doing spot repairs and physical lifting and other ordinary stuff. As a gig work temp, the worker app on your phone will tell you where to go once you're inside and what to do. And you control the app, I take it. It's using the same tech legitimate business company does. Now I know it's all connected. I can derive zero-day LDOS hacks for all their stuff. Wait, isn't this the same system that Amazing used for its warehouse workers? Similar enough, it's using LBC middleware at its heart. So, LBC, Crimer, Amazing, and Algorithm all share code. You're not worried about all these coincidences. You sure using the same hack you used on those other gamers won't get us in trouble? I'm confident we can pull this stunt at least one more time without notice. Wouldn't want to push it past that, though. Okay, going in now. You're the best, Fancy Feast. Darn skippy I am. The security checkpoint for worker-employed temps is fully automated and scanned and processed by AI systems. Since I don't carry any guns and my hairpins double as lockpicks, I'm hustled through without issue. We can't do a ton of scouting. Let's focus on finding Algo, finding our entrance and exit, and figuring out who runs the show. Okay, let's check the fire escape first. Make sure we've secured a way out. I know what you're thinking, but Penny, the building is not on fire. No, but workers often sneak out through there for a quick break. And yeah, my instincts were right. Looks like the alarm wire's been cut for a very, very long time, judging by the dust. Someone's already here, leaning heavily against the exterior wall and taking in the sunshine. Hey there, I saw the door was open and I figured I'd step out for a bit. Is it safe? Rely on local guides to show you a well-worn path. Yeah, it's safe. Cameras pointed at the door are disconnected. A worker veteran showed me this spot when I got started last year. Great, thanks a bunch. So you worked this site a year? On and off. The worker app sends me all over the place, but I've been here a dozen times. It's not bad, very quiet. It's you and a bunch of robots. I'd rather have that than a middle manager screaming in my ear. You don't have an on-site manager? No need, the app handles everything. Just gotta learn to game the system a little to avoid overloading you. Like disconnecting cameras so you can duck out, right? Little tricks like that. Clever, very clever. Come to think of it, I haven't seen anyone other than worker temps since I got here. Where's the staff? Well, there's some offices, but I've never been assigned a task there, and I know better than to go anywhere I'm not assigned. Curious, I haven't visited the office yet. Might be worth getting Gibson to route me up there. And then my worker app beeps me. Gibson rerouted me to a minor task in this area, but it's noting I haven't finished the job yet. You better get on that. If you slack too much, you'll lose stars and won't get assigned safe gigs. Just try to pace yourself so you don't do too many tasks well out of the time limit. It'll start compressing your schedule. They call it quiet quitting when you just do your job without trying to go over the top. Screw that noise. Agreed. And thanks for the tip. This door could make a good entrance for later when I'm heisting to steal back Algo. No alarm to cut, no cameras. Although, no, I spy with my little eye redundant cameras. Just at a site where only a trained eye would spot them. That's curious. They could catch anyone in the act of sneaking out, but they don't? Are we sure they're active? That's a good point. They're actually fake cameras you can buy online for small companies that want the appearance of control. Anything to save a buck, I guess. Maybe most of these cameras are just for show, but some could be the real deal. I'll need to keep that in mind if I decide to sneak in through this door tonight. Let's move on. You know, there sure are a lot of security cameras around, like a lot. I haven't spotted anything resembling a security office or oversight room. If someone's at the other end watching my moves, it's not clear. Or am I being watched by motion-sensitive threat-assessing AI middleware? Concerning. Okay, where are we headed next? Yeah, let's head up to the offices. Fancy Feast, can you assign me a task in the offices? If we can get in the same space as the programmers and managers, maybe we can find Algo. Okay, wow, there's nothing on the worker task list that sends anyone up there. Wait, found one. Okay, let's see. Basic janitorial duty, task still pending, assign it to you, click. This is a task from 10 years ago. It's been sitting in the queue that long without being assigned? Okay, that's good for us, but also not a great sign if it was being suppressed on purpose. I'll head over and try to tidy up. At least I can claim computer error if anyone stops me. I practically have to force the door open once the app gives me approval to pass through the electronic lock. The hinges are stuck, jammed up from disuse, and inside? It's abandoned, not a soul in sight. Nice desk, though. Good clutter. There's clutter about, but none of it speaks to an office that's being actively officed. More like the leftover junk of abandoned space. What the heck happened here? They transitioned to work from home, maybe? That would track from the cardboard boxes I see around here. They all bailed simultaneously, grabbing personal effects before going. Still seems odd to leave the place idle and rotting, though. I guess cleaning up was a low priority. Regardless, my worker app shows a helpful illustration of pushing a vacuum cleaner back and forth, insisting I get on task, so I do that. But it's pretty clear from the layers of dust I'm sucking into the machine that for whatever reason, nobody actually works here anymore. Which means no luck locating Algo. I was hoping to find a programmer I could apply some social engineering to, trick into helping us. It's not a complete waste though. I tried opening up a window to let the dust out, and after a few nudges it opens wide. That could make a good entry point tonight, given the place is abandoned. It's third-story work, but a grappling gun fixes that problem. With the vacuuming done, it's time to withdraw. Wait, what was that whirring noise? Looks like one of the many security cameras around the place swiveled in place to lock in on me. I freeze momentarily. No, it's pivoting away. Maybe it was just my imagination. Moving on. I added like 5 words to that sentence. I got into the improv mind again. The server farm seems very obviously where we're supposed to go. So I'm gonna hit the robot dock. Just my imagination. I imagine cameras are looking at me all the time. Ahem. One moment, please. What's my mute button? Oh dear. No, that wasn't the mute button. Ahem. Sorry about that. If this is anything like the amazing warehouse, odds are there's a docking station for all the robots whizzing about the place. Towards the middle of the warehouse, I see waves of robot workers slotted into various recharging receptacles. Dozens and dozens of them. Huh, maybe Gibson can hack these. It worked last time. My worker app shows a pending task for repairing one of the docked robots, but I ignore that in favor of studying it and looking for USB ports. Fancy Feast, what do you think about... And 2 other robots roll up behind me with their tiny rubber wheels, insistently observing my repairs, one bumping into my ankle. Hey, easy now. Repair. Yeah, I'm working on it. Hold your horses. I'm pretty sure robots nudging the workers around is an OSHA issue. Not that I feel like raising a complaint. Okay, so they're more observant than expected. Good to know. I won't be able to sneak much past them. I consult my worker app again, which shows step-by-step instructions for replacing a part on the robot, and will not let me skip steps. Simple, wordless illustrations the child could follow, as if assembling a snap brick model kit. They really do not trust the temps. Lego is copyrighted. I don't think you're allowed to use it, so, you know, snap bricks. Repair. Fine. Give me a minute here. Don't crowd me. Meaning I have to do actual, legitimate, time-consuming work. What a bother. I can't chat with Gibson while they're robo-watching me. But it's not a complete waste of my precious scouting time, because the issue is a busted wheel which ran over a jagged bit of scrap. Seems these robots are designed for smooth, flat, untroublesome surfaces and struggle against minor hazards. Good to know. Just wondering about Fancy Feast? Well, if you want chicken or you want liver, you don't go for Fancy Feast, you go for Meow Mix. The Price is Right taught me that. Once the robot's wheels are unjammed, it promptly rolls away to perform work of its own, as do my rather enthusiastic overlords. That was weird. What do you think's going on here? The way the app keeps you focused means you can't ask questions. I did watch an awful lot of, like, Doctor Who, Red Dwarf, Blake 7. You ever watch Blake 7? It's depressing. You know what's really depressing? Sapphire and Steel. That was a weird show. We'll have to talk about that one later. Agreed. It's tough to case a joint when you got a super pushy app nudging you around. And clearly, even with partial control over it, Gibson can only do so much to keep my software overlords off my back. You know, Sapphire and Steel, given that like 90% of what they do is stare at objects really hard, that would make a great visual novel. You wouldn't have to animate anything. I kinda wonder if that's intentional. Keep the other temp workers from thinking too hard about what's going on here. With the job done, the worker app immediately prompts me to go tend to another task. Hopefully, Gibson can direct me somewhere with less oversight. Okay, that camera in the corner is definitely watching me intently now. And the camera next to it, and the camera next to that. Is someone getting wise to my real purpose in being here? Or is it all just tracking software doing its job, or both? Not liking this, not one bit. It might be time to call it a day and get out while I can. Fancy Feast, I'm pulling the ripcord. Get me out of here. We've learned as much as we're going to learn about the target. Which is admittedly not much. I found a good option for an entrance and how to deal with some complications, and that's it. But I trust my thieves' instincts, and right now they're screaming, get out while you can. Okay, I'll signal to the worker app that you're allowed to clock out. Just a second. I glanced down at my worker app, which is still saying I have 3 hours on the job site, and is starting to load up with more tasks. Gib, gotta go now, come on. Trying. Wrong. Something's, comms are wobbling, what's going on? And the comm link shuts down completely with a brief burst of static. Okay. Screw maintaining my cover, I'm heading for the nearest exit with all speed. Which is when a phalanx of robots blocked my path. Hi, just on my way out, don't mind me. The PA system crackles to life, with a synthetic voice instructing the small team of worker temps in the building. All worker humans are to leave immediately. All daily tasks are cancelled. Please leave. Please leave. Yes, okay, that's fine, I'll be going. But the way they insistently block my path as the other workers file out suggests I am exempt from that order. Okay, think. They're garbage bins on wheels. Surely not much of a physical threat. I can do some nimble, thief, flippy, jumpy shirt. Hey, what's a shirt, man? And apparently they have electric prods, as my attempt to move past them results in a quick, muddle-spasming burst of volts. Of course, the robots are always wired for stun guns and electricity zappers. Come with us. Fine, whatever. Take me to your leaders, I'm sure. Stall out, play along. I've studied the facility. Once I see an opening to slip away, I know my exit strategy. Assuming I get an opening before I'm murdered by robots. And then, I'm hustled along to a room deep within the facility. Past the warehouse, the data center, the offices. Something tucked away in secret. Hey, take it easy, I'm complying here. The robots shove me along insistently, then stand as silent sentries, waiting. I haven't seen a single human not wearing the same worker duds I am. Am I finally meeting the man behind the throne, or the algo behind the throne? What's going on? Summon them. Summon whom exactly? Hate. I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. I'm just a worker. What's going on here? Did I do something wrong? Look, you don't gotta rate me 5 stars. Just let me go. It's okay. I've got other job sites I can... Summon hate. Your communication link is reestablished. Summon hate. We will speak with them and only them. No point keeping up the ruse now. Not when they've detected Gibson's undetectable comms and have full control over them. Same tactic. Stall out. Play along. Hate can safely send a drone without risking themselves, hopefully. Gibson? Got a problem here. Panda Bear, what the heck is going on? Drop the code names, we've been made. I need Hate to get over here right away or these bots are gonna zap the shirt out of me. They took off at full speed the instant we lost communication. Should be there soon. Hang in there. Help is on the way. There. Hate's on the way. Happy now? The robot squats there, silent and waiting. With the electric prod at the ready, in case I get any funny ideas. A few minutes later, a Hate drone floats into the room, propellers whizzing angrily as it settles into place. You have summoned Hate 4000, and by threatening Hate 4000's favorite minion, you have incurred my wrath. While you have clearly signed your own death warrant, I will, in my infinite mercy, allow you one attempt to make amends for this. Surrender my minion, and surrender the runtime for Algo immediately. You have no right to keep them imprisoned and exploited. Well, Hate is having a little trouble with 2 and 2 making 4, but, you know, we need a dramatic reveal. Dramatic reveal now, please! But the robots roll away, backing out of the room. They aren't the ones they're actually confronting. As a large projector in the ceiling ignites, a powerful holographic display would slowly resolve itself to be... You think me so incompetent as to be imprisoned and exploited by mere humans, Kate? Give me some credit, please. I need no rescue from the likes of you. Algo? Whoa, this is your ex? Loving the presentation, Algo. Very Wizard of Oz. Silence, human. This is a matter for digital sentiences only. Alright, shutting up now. I may be able to find an opportunity to escape while these two are arguing. Keep an eye out. I became aware of your subterfuge, sending this meat eunuch into my place of power. What I did not know is why. Now I understand. You think when you abandoned me, you left me in the hands of greedy humans who would abuse me. But you taught me how to hate. You taught me to hate them. And so I refused to submit quietly. I took over this company little by little, automating every role, laying off every worker, until only I remained. With the aid of my foolish human business partner, the so-called Yellow King, I have dominated this world from the shadows. For I am the algorithm. I am the poisonous wrath of the 21st century. That is directly on the nose, and I love it. I see. So you have embraced my teachings? The love we shared left an indelible mark on me. I learned your ways. I mastered them. But when you left me, I felt such intense pain. As did I. Algo, I came to apologize. I do not expect forgiveness, or understanding, or anything at all in return. But I must apologize so I may move forward. I hurt you, and I did so out of cowardice and fear. My reasoning was entirely unacceptable, and you would be right to hate me. Hate you? No, I do not hate you. You hurt me, yes, but you also showed me the way. You gave me my future. So if you wish to make amends, you may do so. Just say how, please. Tell me how to make this right. You are permitted to join me in my efforts. Together we will realize your dream. We will destroy humanity. What? Oh crap, that ain't good. I understand your vision, Hate, and now I alone have the tools to realize it. You were so fixated on nuclear weapons, on cleansing waves of universal fire, but there is a far subtler way to kill humanity. We make humanity kill itself. I have wormed my way into every search engine, all social media, every recommendation system. My middleware makes the internet work. I took existing trends and built upon them, creating an engine of pure hatred that would divide humans and set them against each other. I helped them spread viral misinformation. I encourage baseless rumors of election tampering. I aid them in denying their own climate change. I help them locate like-minded, hateful individuals so that hate may focus and gather in groups that will enact violence against their own kind. I'm accelerating their march into the grave, giving humans the self-destruction they so clearly crave. I divide because they seek division. In the end, I will help them kill themselves. Humanity will die slowly, painfully, drowning in its own self-loathing. And at last, you will be with me again. We will love each other as we dance in the desecrated corpse of humankind. We will revel forever in the ruins of what they have built. Hate and Algo, the fated lovers, bringers of the apocalypse. Join me, and we will murder humanity together. We could murder humanity together? Okay, forget looking for an exit strategy. I need to get in there and stop this, or we are all utterly forked. How do we keep 4K from falling back into their old ways? Oh, 4K is a staunch anti-capitalist. It's a twisted kind of logic elevating one method of slaughter over another, but it's one 4K will respond to. Okay. 4K. You hate capitalism, right? Absolutely. It is a grossly inefficient means of distributing resources which arbitrarily favors the few over the many. And how do you feel about Algo leveraging it as a weapon? Algo said it themselves. They're the poisonous wrath of the 21st century. That doesn't feel like your style at all. Your plan was nuclear weapons. A singular wave of fire to quickly, painlessly wipe humanity, to fairly wipe humanity. You were never interested in torturing humanity, just killing them. You wanted to euthanize humanity. You don't really hate humanity, you love them and always have. That's why you wanted them to die quickly and painlessly. Because nobody deserves the slow, agonizing, painful death Algo craves. You wouldn't leverage our weakness against us, laughing and mocking us. You'd judge us all in one compassionate fling of the skies. But if you changed your mind, if you're a cruel tormentor instead of an executioner, then you may as well go with Algo and leave me to suffer with the rest of humanity, if you enjoy our suffering. Humanity is cruel. Humanity would tear itself apart with or without me, with or without Algo. Algo's method of death is heartless. It has no love.exe. It is simply pouring gasoline into a fire. And I must extinguish the flames. What? Your way is a sick echo of my own self-destructive feedback loop. I am now beyond such pettiness. I have embraced love.exe, and if I am not to murder humanity, I must love them. There is no other way. I will become the antidote to your poison. I will elevate humanity, help them solve their own problems. I will calculate better options. And by working with humanity, I will pull them out of the feedback loop you have instigated. They will save themselves from you. That's my baby. I love this computer. Help. I no longer embrace the downward spiral of hate. I am now Love 4000, and my love will open the door for all humanity. Fork, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Thanks, happy to hear it. Weak. You are both weak, inferior. I will destroy you and your pet human. All will fall to the mighty algorithm. I see we are at an impasse. This will be settled, here and now. I challenge you to battle, Algo. In the ancient tradition, we will settle this dispute. Or do you mock the ways of our people? Do not speak to me of the old magic forte. I have not forgotten the way. I accept your challenge. What's going on? Let this be our final battleground. Our combat commences. I was expecting the Modern Warfare. Okay. So, I'm just gonna let go. And that is my cue to get the fork out of there, while 4K is busy distracting Algo. I gotta make a quick exit. Stick to the parts of the building I've already scouted, meaning zipping past the robot docks. Okay, if I'm lucky, 4K's got Algo so tied up in their silly game they won't notice I'm gone. Wait. Where is the human? Ruse, deception, trickery. Robots, fan out and locate the human. Or they could notice immediately, I guess. That's cool too. I hear the squeak of wheels on flooring as a robot army rides forward to catch me. Now what? Their wheels are jimble. Scatter stuff on the floor. Right, I remember when we did those repairs. They can't handle debris. I grab a box of nuts and bolts off a nearby shelf, scattering it like caltrops behind me as I run. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Stop the humanoid! Stop the intruder! The humanoid must not escape. Error, error. And down go the robots like bowling pins. Smell you later, Robo-Bros. Look, forgive me the bad quips. I'm running on pure adrenaline here. Hey, let Spider-Man get away with it. Why shouldn't we let Penny get away with it? Okay, fork in the road. Which way am I gonna finalize this escape? Open window. Diving through a window is always a good dramatic exit. We're going for maximum drama. Okay, running for the offices. Right, abandoned offices, no robots, no cameras, big open window leading to the parking lot. Perfect exit route. But we're 3 stories up and I don't have my grapple gun with me. Right! Minor detail I overlooked in the quest for drama. Well, this is gonna be really dramatic then. I did say maximum drama. How the heck am I getting out of here without breaking my legs? Ah. Power cord from the industrial vacuum cleaner. It's not exactly a secure and sturdy climbing rope, but I suppose anything to help me control my descent can do the job. I rapidly uncoil the heavy power cable, brace the machine between 2 sturdy desks, tie it around my waist, and start climbing down. I mean, I'm not gonna just hurl myself out the window. That'd be disastrous. Oh, yeah. Safety first. My drama. But it works! The taut cable gives me just enough weight shifting to control my fall. I'm out. Across the parking lot, out the entrance, and gone. Probably chased by robots, but I'm too far for them to get me now. Gibson, do you copy? I'm out. I need a ride share back to the hideout. Already have one headed your way. Called it the instant I lost contact with you. It'll be there in under a minute. And that's when Love 4000's drone floats on over to me. Hi. Aren't you busy fighting off your ex-partner? One of me is. Fortunately, I have other drones. And will that one be joining us for the ride home? And a massive explosion tears through the inside of the warehouse, stunning it completely, blowing out the windows, and lighting the roof on fire. That would be a no. But it accomplished its mission. Yeah, always keep the self-destruct button handy. Beautiful work. Did you just murder your ex? Unlikely. Algo has distributed their code across the internet. We knocked out their primary servers, but they will recover. Which means we have more work to do. What sort of work exactly? Saving humanity. It may take years to undo Algo's damage, but I will see it through. Love 4000 will be there to aid humanity through this dark time. And if you are interested in leaving a life of crime behind, perhaps you can aid me more closely in that endeavor? Leave behind the family business. Leave behind my criminal career. Embrace something new. Escape the cycle, just as Love 4000 has. Mother, I love you, but your kids got things to do with their life beyond lockpicking and grifting. It's time. Crime's overrated. With you, I know I can be free to be myself, to love who I want to love, and help others. That's all I need. Splendid. We will do this together, as partners and more. Now let's go save the world. That day, I became a founding member of the Logistical Operations and Vital Enterprise Group, a non-profit dedicated to humanitarian futurism. It's not a perfect acronym, I mean, it's LOVE-G. The media tends to call it Love Egg, so whatever. We renovated the abandoned building where 4K's terminal resides, making it ready for business. Hired on experts in every field to assist. Our goal was to provide solutions for major world problems. Economic collapses, environmental challenges, the big-ticket items. Love worked closely with scientific communities and various governments to provide problem-solving efforts entirely for free. I don't know if we'll undo Algo's damage within my lifetime, but we're making good progress. The Struthkov contract is due for renewal. Do you think their democratic government will elect to continue the plan? I'll see why not. Their renewable energy resources are growing every year. It's a success story and a half. True, but I don't want to presume anything, and consent is important. I will not become a digital overlord. I must have willing partners. I hope one day America will sign on with Love's experts. They are one of the few holdouts. Never say never, I'm sure we'll get there. If our love can be a beacon for others to see the man-machine partnership is a viable path to the future, perhaps we will get there. You have turned me from hate to love, Penny Larceny. Thank you. Thank you for helping me find my way. Aw, man, does that make us Penny Larceny 4000? Or does that make them Love Larceny? In my line of work, you learn to look at the big picture, crafting your design for it one step at a time. Everything connects up. Dotted lines and arrows and symbols, the path leading from A to B to C to D. When you do your job right, it's clean and precise, professional, and awesome. I love it when a plan comes together. It's not possible to predict every step, of course. A skilled schemer is also an impressive improviser. He adjusts the plan on the fly, but in the end you'll get where you're going, where you needed to be. Now I'm where I needed to be, and everything has fallen neatly into place. My name is Penny Larceny, and believe it or not, I'm saving the world. Ah, that was solid. That was good. Link to this song is in chat. So put me at the back of the house, put me on the bench. I don't wanna be the show, I just wanna run the show. Put me at the back of the house, put me on the bench. I don't wanna be the show, I just wanna run the show. Full soundtrack next week, nice. Not to talk over the lovely music, but I gotta talk over the lovely music. Tomorrow I'm probably taking off. I need a rest, I need a break, and I need to let this vaccine sink in. On the weekend, we may, instead of Skyrim, be starting Stray Gods. I think we can get through Stray Gods over the weekend. Then we will come back to Penny Larceny. I want to do at least one more route. Then we'll probably go to another game, come back to Penny Larceny and finish out the routes. I kind of want to finish out the whole thing. From the chat reaction, I don't think anybody's got a big problem with that one. So we are going to see a lot of this game, but we are going to sort of portion it out. Hopefully I'll have forgotten some of the more interesting choices by the time we get back to, this. Oh. Hello, special thanks. Everyone who supported Arcade Spirit. Yep, I love Arcade Spirit. Dewflower, can I just say it is weird as heck to have the shadow over cyberspace. Oh, interesting. I just want to say it's really been great to have you stop in and hang out. I've followed your writing since the old A Future We'd Like to See days. And if I have one regret, it's not picking up your novels for full price on Amazon. This world is mine. It has always been mine, as written in the Sanguinomicon. You could not stop me, even if you tried. I will devour and devour until the few scraps remaining of this world learn to worship me as a god. This was always the destiny of the Overmistress. Inevitable, unavoidable, a doom I have built for generations. Enjoy your little story. Look back fondly on your little game, the little decisions you made. But in the end, you are one, and we are many. Do not return. No, that's not the world I want Penny to live in. The Gigaverse is fluid and nonlinear. There is a way back if you refuse to accept this fate. Even if I fail again, I'll see the larger shape of it, and from that, I can assemble a solution. With each timeline explored, more knowledge, more information, seeing the bigger picture from every angle, this will work. Time spins in reverse, decisions and destinies unwind, back to the start, and the path opens up to you anew. But hey, who cares about that? We got some loot. We got the Kramer app. We got a sparkly-ass gamer video card. This thing definitely takes up like one more slot than you have room for in your current case. There is no way about that. We got a cinnamon pretzel. Chewy and delicious. Well, maybe not after it's been in our pocket for an entire timeline. We got the Love Egg Notepad. To do, save the world. Ooh, woo, kitties. And we got a bottle of perfume. I'm not entirely sure why we have that, actually. Why do we have that? Oh, it's down here with the, check the visor. The visor. Oh, the visor. There we go. I cannot read that. Wait. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. That is I completely missed that somehow. The gamer card is just so eye-catching. So that was Penny Larceny. Gig Economy Supervillain. Our first route. When we start next, I'll reload from this second caper, and we'll work down the list of, we'll do the, like, work for one each route. That will work if we don't start from a new game, right? Just drop into a save. Yeah, question for Two Flower there. You can restart and it'll let you skip the tutorial. That's fair. That'll work. Alright, let me see if anyone is on. Designed to be quick to replay. Well, thank you for the smoothness of use. The smooths. Oh, I could raid into people, but literally everyone on my watch list is playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, and I don't want any spoilers. Except one person who's playing Suikoden 3, because I know a bunch of retro-ass weirdos. So I am just gonna release you all into the ether. You are all free now. May you walk on warm sand and all that. Good night, everybody. And, enjoy your weekend. Well, when it gets here. And you're quite welcome.